CF. So everything you see tonight is new works created by students. So it's student written, student directed, student produced, and student acted. It's super amazing. So some of these things no one's seen before. So that's really exciting for everyone here. So before we jump into the performances, I'm going to go over some ground rules. So the lower lobby doors are locked. So if there is an emergency, please use the doors that are up above that you came in from, just in case. Other than that, please silence your cell phones now. And please no flash photography of this performance. There will be a 15-minute intermission between the two performances where we invite you to enjoy some concessions and purchase some break-a-legs. Break-a-legs are a nice little way to say congratulations or good luck to people in the cast and crew. Everybody loves receiving them. They get really excited when they receive them backstage. Everything is $1 up there at the concession stand. Following the performances this evening, there will be a talkback. So you can actually come up with questions that you can ask the cast and crew about the creative processes that they had when making these shows. So please feel free to write them down during intermission and be prepared for them at the end of the second performance. Other than that, I'm so proud to introduce you to Anomalies Anonymous, written by Damm and directed by Tanisha Breidenbach. Woo!
Oh, you know, same as ever, mostly. But sometimes I find myself missing the old country, the castles, the virgin offerings. That was the good life, you know. Then again, people around here are much less likely to sport the stakes and the bricks these days, so there's that.
That's the ticket. Focus on the positive.
Yes, I have been getting better at that one. The other steps are works in progress.
That's the best anyone can hope for, really. Oh, that must be the others. Walter, good to see you.
Hello.
Moonstone in the back, please.
Okay. There you are.
Any glamorous masks or other illusions right in here? Drop them in the bag, please. Sincerity is all about here. Welcome! All right, Eric. One step at a time. I swear you get faster each week. Welcome, everyone. Congratulations on making it through another week, and thanks for coming back. It looks like we have a newcomer in the group today. Why don't you introduce yourself, sweetie?
Hello?
Oh, I'm not new exactly. It's Marvin.
Oh, right.
Again? Marvin, we've talked about this.
What? She was in a coma. She wasn't using it.
Using it or not, it wasn't yours to take, hon. But what do we say? You may be a poltergeist, but just because you can possess something
Doesn't mean I should. Yeah.
After the meeting, how about I take you to put this nice girl back where you found her?
I guess.
Okay, let's get the formalities out of the way so we can get started. My name is Darabal and I'm a puka. This week, I had a really hard time resisting the urge to enchant humans and lure them back to the kingdom of fairy to be trapped for all eternity.
Hello, I am Zvled. I am vampire. I have trouble mingling with humans because of societally conditioned predatory urges. That's what my therapist keeps telling me anyway. I don't know.
Hello, my name is Walter. I'm a werewolf. I usually do pretty okay, but yesterday I got distracted and sniffed my department head.
That's creepy, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was hungry and she had barbecue for lunch. At least I don't habitually eye people's karate.
Boys! Play nice!
Sorry.
Hi, Walter.
Hi, Walter.
Thank you. Who's next? Okay.
I'm a witch. This week I had to take all the candies off my house. Apparently it was a code violation or weird or something.
Hi,
Brenda.
And you already know me.
All right, let's get started. So
Hi. Am I too late for the meeting?
no, not at all. We've only just started. Why don't you come and introduce yourself to everyone?
Okay. Hi. I've never done this before.
That's okay. There's a first time for anything. It was our first time once too.
Okay. Hi. I'm Reese.
Hi, Reese.
And I am an alcoholic. This is an AA meeting, right?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, exactly.
I guess it is. That was very brave of you. Here, have a seat.
Sorry, it's what's broken there.
Right now, we're going to give anyone who wants an opportunity to talk about what they've gone through. Who wants to go first?
Me. I didn't curse someone on Wednesday. It was real hard. I really wanted to, you know. It was like the universe wanted me to almost. I mean, they were just standing there and like, I could have. I'm real good at cursing.
She is too! Not a day alive or dead that can curse like our Hilda!
Are you guys gonna clap or something?
Don't worry.
to see what was wrong. I opened the car door in his face! It was righteous, you guys! God, Hilda, I wish you could have been there. God, I would have killed for you guys too. Marvin! We're supposed to be talking about our triumphs this week. Well, I'd call that pretty triumphant, wouldn't you? I felt pretty triumphant afterwards. I made the triumphs over our lesser nature.
Darling, I'm all lesser nature.
Pretty intense, huh?
Anyway, if you want to hear something about that lesser nature crap, one time I was in this lady's house and she asked me to get out and I just did. I wasn't kicked out or anything. I just did. That's very big of you, Marvin. Thanks for sharing. So anyone else want to know? In that case, we're going to break up for some casual conversation. Snacks and drinks are on our freshman table. Feel free to help yourself.
What are you doing?
Why did you say this was an AA meeting?
You know as well as I do that fairies can't speak an untrue word.
Not the kind of AA you're thinking of would have worked just as well.
Come on! Reese clearly needs this. Did you see her? And she didn't exactly panic when she saw us.
Yes! Why is that? I expected more screaming hysteria.
Maybe she's visually impaired?
Whatever the reason, she's getting along just fine.
That's quite the setup you've got there. What is it?
Punch.
Brumhilda always makes the punch.
I always make the punch.
No one knows her way around a cauldron like our Hilda.
Marvin, you always say the nicest stuff.
Marvin? That's such an unusual name for a girl. If you don't mind me saying so.
Girl! Only when it suits me. I'm a short kid and binaries are stupid.
Is that a newt?
It's for decoration.
It's V8, you know, like the tomato juice. It's not bad. Health and stuff is important, you know. I like to kind of keep them on me. Drinking these help me to not drink other stuff.
Well, sure, and other juices I understand. Kinda like apple juice. That sounds like a real thing. And orange juice. But tomato juice? That's just wheat ketchup.
Actually, ketchup has like vinegar in it and.
Yeah, no, sorry, I'm with Hilda on this one. That sounds dumb and bad. No offense or anything, though.
Yeah, none taken, I guess.
Human race! I have moments of your time.
Yeah, sure. Did you just call me human race?
Yes? Well, it is accurate. Is it not?
Yeah, it's accurate. It's really weird, you know, but I guess it's accurate. What's up?
I have to know. How is it you found this little group? Now, not that you are unwanted here or anything. It's just we do not exactly advertise ourselves.
Well, found might be a strong word. Found makes it sound like I was looking. I just kind of stumbled across it.
Okay. How?
Oh, there's a sign on the door. It says AA meeting inside. I thought I'd give it a shot.
And forgive me if I'm going too far here, human race, but outside of the door is locked.
Oh yeah, I have a key. I work here during the day. I just got some really shitty news earlier, and I wanted a place that I thought would be empty to process it.
And then you saw the sign on the door.
And I thought, maybe I didn't want to be alone after all.
Well, perhaps, if you wanted, you could tell me what was wrong.
I guess. But, I mean, you didn't sign up for my baggage. We don't even know each other.
Sure we do! Here, I will start. My name is Vlad Radov and Octavian Nikolai Dragov!
That's a hell of a name.
The Unvanquished! I was built in Romania!
Wow. Why did you come to America?
Ah, you know, my family was killed in peasant uprising some time ago. It's okay.
Oh my God, that's so awful. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Wounds, they heal. And perhaps they were not such good people. But you see, we all have this baggage here. You do not have to be afraid of it.
Thank you. My dad has pancreatic cancer.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear it, human Reese.
Don't be. Or maybe do be. I don't know. I mean, he wasn't a great dad. He could have been worse, but
He could have been better.
Basically, yeah.
Yes.
It's just that I had told him that I wished he was dead, like, so many times, and now that he's actually dying, I don't know what to think. I don't know what to feel. It doesn't feel good, that's for sure.
Well, I mean, it never does. Whether or not you are on good terms with the man, he holds a piece of your life. He's part of the reason you are who you are.
So, are you saying that I should, like, try to patch things up with him, or?
Oh, Draco, no! No. I am just saying, I have had some experience with feelings, and they are always complicated and ugly and hard to understand, and it is okay to be overwhelmed by them.
Thank you. That's not unhelpful, actually.
Excuse me for a moment, human please.
Friendly? Oh, God. Did I just hear you call her Human Reese?
Yes.
Out loud, with your mouth.
Yes and yes.
Well, come on, Count Chocula, what's happened to keeping a low profile?
I was too.
Okay.
And my profile is perfectly low. Thank you very much.
Yeah, sure. If by low you mean doing a bloody handstand on Big Ben, then yes, you were perfectly low. What were you even doing?
I was finding out how she got in.
And?
She has a key to build it. She works here.
That's lovely. That's just great. Now, if you don't mind me saying, that seemed a lot more like therapy than interrogation from where I was watching. What seems to be the deal there?
She has been going through a rough time.
Oh, so you thought you'd share a few nuggets of blood-suckling wisdom?
Don't call me that! I am vampire. That does not make me a monster. I just said what she needed to hear.
That was good of you.
Have you taken your medication today?
Oh, I forgot. I was just going to tough it out until...
You know best.
Most of the time. No one's talking to them.
Well, sure. Oh, probably a little freaked out.
By a human? Isn't it supposed to be the other way around?
Do you think?
Well, here goes nothing.
Hello there.
Oh, hi. Walter, right?
You got me. How are you liking everything?
it's weird. I gotta be honest with you, but you know, weird is cool, and everyone's been really great, so I'm not complaining.
That's great.
Oh, bless you.
I'm sorry?
Bless you?
Well, I haven't heard that one in a while. She's dressed nice today, isn't she?
Yeah.
Do you have a dog, perchance?
Yeah, I have two.
Retriever and a wolfhound.
Why?
I'm allergic.
That sucks, I'm sorry.
So you, play any sports?
No, but I like hockey. What about you?
You know, anything with a ball, really.
You play?
Used to. Secondary school mostly. I kind of spun out in university. I was chasing my own tail, as it were.
God, I know the feeling. Nobody prepares you for the stress, you know?
Or the debt.
What, you don't like owing your soul to good old Uncle Sam?
I mean, it's not my favorite thing.
Your hair is like great, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I can never get mine that nice in a million years. What do you do to it?
I'll just keep it clean, I guess.
Must be something in your genes or something like that.
Something along those lines.
Hey, human Reese! You like all that health stuff, right?
Yeah.
You into any yoga?
I do a little.
Can you do this? Oh, you! Oh my God! Oh no! No! I can't do that. Why can you? I'm just special that way.
Wait, you bet that I was some kind of secret contortionist? Why would you do that?
You looked bendy.
Thank you. You should feel flattered. That's about as close as Hilda comes to a real compliment.
That was a real compliment.
Not to most people, sweetie.
Are these two jokers harassing you, Reese, dear?
Harass might be a strong word.
Yeah, we're getting along fine. More than fine, I'd say.
Oh, hey, I don't think that I am.
Oh, well, human Reese, if you're not into all of that health stuff, what is it that you do for fun?
I write poetry mostly. I do it whenever I get some free time. I've even been published a couple of times.
Oh, hey, human Reese. Darrell does that sort of stuff too.
Oh, you do?
Every once in a while, I get the itch. I like reading it too.
Let me guess. You especially enjoy Poe.
Darling, please. I have practically made Poe. Did Brunhilde just call you human Reese?
Yeah, it's accurate, isn't it? I love poetry. Nothing gets a ghoul all worked up like a rhyming couplet. That's so great. I have some anthologies I can recommend to you. Do you prefer classical or contemporary?
What about yours?
Oh my- I'm sorry.
Can you read us some of your poetry?
Oh, now I don't think that I
Come
would.
on, now I'm interested too.
Okay. Might be some in here. Okay, this one is called Immortality. People pass like fragments. People pass like those red-bellied salmon battling upstream. There and gone, there and gone. People pass like sparks. People pass like bone ash on a breeze, on their way to God knows where, falling and rising, frail and fleeting. But you, oh, when I was with you, we were thunderbirds, ancient and wild, and born of fire and rain, and gales temporal and chronic broke around us, but did not move us. And you, oh, when I was with you, we floated, will-o'-the-wisps anchored to each other in blue sky, a reverence of the mad racing world trying to twirl us into undertow. Because you, oh, when I was with you, you whirled me to a still-moving, timeless dance with your opal eyes and your
daisy chain hair near Fay and Wild Wilds. For you. When I was with you, we transcended the bleak, languishing doldrums of this place. And we were starlight.
Have to read this more. I'm sorry about her. I'll do my best.
Okay.
Hey, can we talk?
Yeah. What's up?
What's up with you? Why are you being like that?
Like what?
So nice to human race.
Come on. You got eyes, right? She's cute. Maybe not the sharpest bayonet in the regiment if she hasn't figured all of this out yet, but cute.
I thought, you know,
What?
that you thought I was cute.
Hilda, I think you're better than cute.
Better? Like what?
I think you're magical.
I knew it! Knew what? You only like me for my potions and stuff.
What? No! Hilda, I was being metaphorical.
What do meat forks got to do with it?
Hey, what? No!
I don't want to hear it, Mars. Why don't you go talk to human race some more? That can't be all the poetry in that whole book.
Maybe it is. It's a small book, and I don't even like poetry all that much anyways.
Go hear some more. I'm sure it'll grow on you. Like a cyst.
So there I was, handcuffed to the fire hydrant, okay, and the moving van is starting to pull away with my slacks still in the back. The cat is just shredding my blazer, and across the street, all I can hear is my neighbour calling the police. Let's just say I missed my seminar. And I never did find out who sent that bag of sticky hands.
Come on, there's no way that's true.
Oh, really? Well, then what do you call this? There are surprisingly few legitimate uses for these things.
What have you been doing with them?
I've been known to snob the people that I dislike.
Oh, so what? Right here and now then?
Oh, trust me, if I wanted to hit you, you wouldn't see it
You
coming.
must be pretty good then.
Army impeccable.
Let's go.
Oh, God! I have to take this. I will be right back.
So, anyone for punch? Human race?
Yeah, sure, I'll take some.
None for me.
I'll give you a hand.
So, you're pretty quiet, huh? No, a woman of few words. I respect that. I get that, you know? I bet people just tell you lots of stuff. That's not a bad thing, you know? A good listener is vastly underrated. So do you, have any hobbies?
So, this is going well, isn't it?
It could be going worse.
It could be going worse.
Hey, do you think maybe you could all simmer down with the whole human race thing? As baffled as I am that she hasn't caught on yet, it's still basically hanging a neon sign with freaks above our heads.
I mean, it's accurate, isn't it?
I guess, technically, what are we doing? This can't be happening.
We're in a little deep tobacco now.
Do you think maybe next week we could move the meeting to a new location? Discreetly, perchance?
Reese already seems to be in a delicate situation here. What if us vanishing on her is what makes her spin out?
She is a human being. We can't vanish on her if we never existed in the first place. What if she finds out? What if she starts telling people?
Then no one will believe her. Come on, Walter. You can't pretend like you don't like her.
I do like her. She seems Perfectly nice. But you know what else I like? Living my life safe in the knowledge that I don't have to run in fear of silver bullets.
Just give her a chance, Walter. Please. Just because she doesn't have fangs or fur, it doesn't make her not worth helping.
Okay, I'll give her a chance. Maybe it will work out.
Hey! Look, I tried the whole silent treatment thing and I made it what, like 10 minutes? I can't take it anymore, Hilda. Talk to me! What's there to talk about? I don't know anything. Why are you so upset with me? I'm not upset.
You are.
I'm not.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
not.
You are.
Okay, fine. Yes, I am. I'm upset.
Why?
You're really stupid, you know that?
Well, now you're just being hurtful.
Like you aren't ever hurtful. To other people, yeah. It's funny. But I'm hurting all the time. And pray tell, how do I do that? Whenever you make eyes at someone, or you touch them, or you say nice things, it hurts me. Right here.
Flirting? You don't like when I flirt with people?
Of course not! Aren't you supposed to say that kind of stuff for me anyways?
For you?
Don't you like me?
Well, yeah, I like you. I guess I thought this was more of a casual thing, you know? Just more casual. Well, I'm gonna get my drink. Does anyone want to refill on their punch?
I'm good for now, dear.
Refill?
You know, maybe this won't be such a disaster after all.
See, I told you. Everything worked out fine.
Oh, okay. I am sorry about that. I hope I did not miss anything.
That's not tomato juice.
Oh!
Okay. Suddenly things are starting to make sense. No way! No, thank you. I will punch you. I will absolutely punch you right exactly in your face.
Please give me a moment to
I just punched a vampire. Oh my God!
Why don't we all just sit down and talk about this, okay?
Not okay. No, I'm leaving right now.
I don't think I can let you do that, actually.
Don't try me, Lupin, or I swear I will go right to the hot place.
Well, I think the nicknames are a little unnecessary.
You gotta stay and talk, human Reese. You gotta.
Look, I like you. You seem nice enough. But I will go through you if I have to. Don't you dare touch her!
Well, that got a little dramatic at the end, but the point still stands.
What point? Do you just want to talk? How many times does that line get used before the person you're talking to gets eaten?
Well, never.
Really?
Yeah, we don't talk to people before we eat them.
Okay.
What our friend means to say is we don't eat people. And I know she needs to say this because it is a really, really polite time to be making jokes.
Maybe.
Okay, fine, we don't eat people. Okay, well, your water bottle begs to differ.
I have connections at the blood banks. I don't like violence.
Okay, well, what about you guys?
Vegetarian.
I'm a fish and poultry guy myself.
Wait, so what are you doing here? Like, why are you meeting like this?
Well, we're trying to live in a world that doesn't believe people like us exist. It helps to have people to talk to about that stuff, you know?
You were never supposed to be here in the first place. We've been trying to figure out what to do with you all night. There was a second where I thought we made it through, but someone left a bottle on a table.
Yeah, speaking of, How in the names of the gods did it have to escalate as far as it did before you did figure it out?
What do you mean?
The whole point of this place is that once we're in here, we don't have to hide anymore.
We let it all hang out!
So to speak, that would be enough to send most humans running for the hills.
Oh,
What?
I get the nickname now.
Oh my God.
Oh, please.
And my mom just always taught me not to talk about the way that people look.
I have wings.
I didn't know those were real. I mean, you could just really like cosplay.
What is cosplay?
And what about me? The hair, the teeth?
Hairy people exist. And when I was in elementary school, my canine teeth were so long that they had to get filed down. Not as impressive as you, maybe, but I'm not going to judge.
What about Nerd? She's really, really dead. No offense.
I thought she was ill. She looks like she's about to keel over. No offense. I'm not going to make fun of the way that somebody looks when they might be terminally ill. I'm not an asshole.
I mean, all that is explainable. But Marvin did literally just call herself a ghoul a few minutes ago.
It could have been a slip of the tongue.
What about Splatter?
What about him?
He said his family was killed in a peasant uprising.
I mean, English is clearly not the guy's first language. No offense. I thought that peasant uprising might have been a mistranslation of civilian riots or something. I mean, I don't know what the political climate is like in Romania.
So, this whole misunderstanding is a result of wildly misapplied politeness?
I mean, I'm not going to complain about things that I've seen before. Okay. Well, I mean, you guys say you're all about hiding and whatever, but I see similar things every day. It wasn't any of my business, so I didn't say anything.
Guys, I think we can stop holding Reese down now.
Thank you.
Actually, can I get a second alone? I just want to go over something.
Is this when you tell me to never ever talk about this ever again?
No, I think you pretty much have that part on lock already. Look, hon, how open would you be to the idea that you see things differently than other people?
Get more and more open to it by the minute. Oh, wait, does that mean I'm not human?
No, not at all. Some people are just more perceptive than average. They see reality the way it is, not the way it necessarily wants to be seen. It's an ability, a knack, sometimes passed down through family lines, sometimes not.
So I have like supervision or something?
Or something. We call it the sight. It's been called DSP, the third eye, and spirit vision, among other things.
Oh, I think I saw an episode on the History Channel about that kind of stuff.
They probably didn't get very much right.
Well, I think there was a government conspiracy involved.
Isn't there always? Reese, I started this group some time ago.
Why? What for?
Well, community's important, you know? People need other people to have their backs. Everyone like us is living and hiding in a human-dominated society. In spite of that, most people have communities, friends, and family to help them through the tough times.
Just most people?
The world isn't perfect. There are outliers. People who get left to kind of drift on the edges. I lost touch with my folks when I came to America. Some people never even had folks to begin with. Either way, that kind of thing can leave you feeling lonely, broken, unwanted. I don't want anyone to feel like that, ever.
Pardon me if this is rude, but why did you make it an anonymous group, not just a support group?
Outside of these walls, rivalries run deep. werewolves and vampires, specters and zombies, even fairies and humans. But what happens in here stays in here. It's a safe place to come and just be yourself.
I get it. Sorry that I got up all in your safe space.
Oh, sweetie, don't worry about it. You need to come and talk, and we're here for you. If you're going through something hard, just like the rest of us.
That is incredibly kind. I'm not a bad person, you know. I don't think I am. I just made some really bad decisions in college, and now my life is falling apart. But I don't really like to talk about it because, I don't know, it's like admitting that I failed.
May I come in?
Sure.
I'll be over here.
You know, human race. I have been on the wagon for nearly a century now.
You used to drink?
Well, and kind of murder, mostly. I've been on the murder wagon. The contents are slightly different, but the principles are the same.
I see.
And what I'm getting at is, it is not easy, you know, walking around with yoke on your shoulders. And that yoke will never go away. I nearly fell off a couple of years ago, and I am not proud, but I was in dark place. Metaphorically, of course, I'm almost always in the dark literally. What I mean is, I found this group, and it kept me going. And if you ever need someone who is, how do you say, got the back of you, you could do much worse than to find someone here.
Wait, are you talking about like a sponsor or something?
I suppose so. Yes.
Are you offering to be my sponsor?
I suppose so. Yes. If you would like.
Yeah, I think I would like that. But one of us has to get a new water bottle though, because that looks real bad.
I think this can be arranged.
So, crisis averted, I hear?
Yep, crisis averted. Sorry about the name calling.
It's okay. There are worse people to be compared to. Will you be joining us again?
I was thinking about it.
That's good. We could use someone with a little common sense around here.
Hey, I have common sense.
Have you looked in a mirror recently? You look like a historical fashion display tipped over onto a tourist.
I can't look in a mirror.
I suppose you're right. Shall we call everyone in and dismiss?
Come on in, everyone! Let's say goodnight.
For now, but how often do you pull that conjuring style telekinesis type stuff?
Never to people I like.
So you don't like?
For now, you're okay, but you're on thin ice, buddy.
Understood. Hey, I'm sorry about the whole I'll go through you thing. I was just really freaking out.
You wouldn't have made it anywho.
Why is that?
I'm real good at cursing.
Oh, hey girl. The offer still stands, by the way. If you ever want to talk or just get something off your chest, hit me up.
All right, everyone! Out! Go home. Go to sleep. I'll see you all back here next week.
So, I guess I'll be seeing you around. Reese. All right. Good.
So?
I
don't want to start.
back there. You first.
No. You.
What you did back there.
Yeah.
Was it for me?
Hilda, you're the greatest thing to happen to me, like, ever. And I've been casual about everything else in this afterlife, but I don't want to be casual anymore. Not about you.
You really mean that?
Let's get started. Hi, I'm Reese.
Hi.
And I have the sight.
Our last show of the evening is Who We Are by Daniel Romano, directed by Sophia Treto. Have a good night.
Hello, my man. How's it hanging?
Good. How are you, Rob?
Never better. Listen, I gotta run a few errands around. Just make yourself at home, okay? I'll be right back.
Yeah. Whew.
I hear Central Cassie's looking for a new Wonder Woman. You got the look down, Pat.
Thank you. It's called power posing, actually.
You know what it's called. It's still a weird thing to do.
Well, they actually did a whole TED Talk about it. The Psychological Science Journal did a study done, and they said that doing it for 2 minutes actually increases
I saw the TED Talk. It's bullshit.
No, it's not. It increases confidence and hormone levels.
Except it doesn't work.
How do you know that?
Don't you think I saw 2 different studies that showed that the effects of it are not basic. Basically, it's completely different. You power posing in an empty office and me walking into
Okay, well that's not fair. I didn't get the full 2 minutes.
It's for the best. The best it's a placebo.
Well, how do you know that?
Listen, you're my best friend, Phil, and you still turn into a sniveling underling when I have to deal with you as your editor. All right, as your editor.
Okay.
All right, listen. I know you know why you're in here.
Well, don't you want to talk about my new book?
What is it again? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so forgetful. It's really that forgettable. And that's why power posing doesn't work. When you realize somebody has the power, your confidence eventually evaporates.
Okay, I'm hoping that this is the point where you tell me, Philip, my boy, you just proved my point. You only died twice was the finest spy thriller that I've read in ages.
What is that again?
What's the title?
Really? Is it? It made a non-impact on me.
Okay, can you just stop screwing around?
All right. Do you want to know why you failed on such an epic scale?
Yeah.
Because William Stone is obviously you trying to write James Bond.
Okay, they're both spies.
Bond has been written by so many other authors. What makes Stone, William Stone, different? Because he likes his Manhattans stirred, not shaken?
Yes, everyone knows that you shouldn't stir clear liquids, okay? It's bartending 101.
Oh, Mama, don't sell the farm! Oh, I'm sorry, did I doze off there? I thought your ass-kicking spy gave a shit about something as beginner's bartending.
Yeah, okay, because everyone knows that stirring it would disrupt the clarity of the ingredients. And actually, Stone would know this. He even makes a comment about it.
I know this. When being this derivative, you probably shouldn't draw a direct line to the thing you're deriving the dribble from.
What?
Listen, I'm going to be honest with you, all right? If you want to keep working on this, you need to hear the truth. Is that okay?
Okay.
Do you know why James Bond is such an iconic character?
Why?
Because Ian Fleming is the fucking man.
Oh, okay, continue.
Ian Fleming was an honest-to-God spy for jolly old England in World War II. D-Day doesn't happen. It isn't successful without him. He wrote an iconic character because he was an iconic character. Smooth, suave, collected, a lady killer. Seriously, Google Sir Ian Fleming and I dare you to find a picture where he doesn't look like a fucking badass.
So what you're saying is I'm not William Stone.
Bingo. I love you, Phil, but you're not exactly the most confident
Okay,
man.
well then just tell me what I should do.
Okay, first of all, don't ask stupid questions like that. Do you think Ian Fleming cared what anybody thought?
No.
No, he just brought his big balls and popped them on the desk and said, "There's my manuscript, take it or leave it." Now, I know you spent some time on this, but you're a star in the fantasy world. Mist of the Waterborne is a global phenomenon. It's been optioned for a major film series. Just stick to what you're good at. Pathetic weaklings who find out they're the chosen one and slowly become saviors of the universe.
How? You even make that sound derivative.
Most fantasy is.
Okay,
But you're darn good at it.
Okay, but I don't want to be stuck doing one thing my entire life.
Listen, I'm going to be real with you. My ass is on the line today. You haven't written a book in 4 years. Now, granted, you need some time off after the trilogy, I get it, but you're my moneymaker, man. Because of you, I'm editing memoirs. Do you know anyone that reads memoirs?
Yeah, I
know
read
nobody does, because they sit on top of the toilet tank. Granted, I gotta read this one because it's gonna sell, because the author is mega famous. Nobody's gonna read it, but, you know, actually I have a meeting with her after you, so, you know what, let's make this quick.
Wait, no, who is it?
That's on a need-to-know basis, and until you give me something good, you don't need to know. Come on, dude, don't make me beg.
What do you mean, though?
I don't want to be a memoir editor.
Yeah, okay.
I need you to write something and it needs to be good. Do you know what sells? Waterborne. You know, write a sequel, huh?
Yeah, no! Okay, first of all, the entity has been defeated, and Zeldon has completed his journey, and ergo, his world's quest is done. Okay?
Fine.
I don't know, I feel like I'd be selling
Oh,
out!
write a prequel then. Something about the first war.
I-
I should have covered mine. Dear God, anything.
I do not want to give this up.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Okay, then tell me what I should do to get them to speak.
Rewrite it.
And
while
I was
you're at
ready
it-
you saying
While
that.
you're at it, write an encyclopedia about Waterborne. George R.R. Martin writes those and fans snap them up.
I know, I'm done with
You
fantasy.
say that now.
Okay,
but
you know what? Do you want to go to someone else with this?
No. Just sit down. All right. You're dead set on publishing. We gotta get you there. You've gotta find the depths of this character. Right now, there's a disconnect between the author and the character. All right?
Yeah.
Go out. Have a one-night stand. Take a ride along with a police officer, someone who kicks ass and takes names. Become more like the character, or at least find your way into it.
Well, that sounds easy.
I'm saying this as your friend, Phil. Someone whose ass rides on you delivering a good book.
I know.
There is some promise here. I like the way you're using 20th century spy tropes with natural, current geopolitical to talk about the national politics. It's smart. Granted, it's too smart for Pulp Fiction, but the character's biggest problem. You fix him, we're in business, all right? I keep my job, you break out of your rut. Everybody wins, all right? This is Robbo. Yeah. Yeah, tell her I'm in a meeting. Yes, it is with Philip Ponder. Yeah, I'll ask. Would you mind signing this? It's from the boss's kid.
Yeah, sure. Who is it for this time?
Kimmy.
Okay, different pencil?
No. Never mind. All right, listen, I'm gonna go.
Sorry.
I'll be right there. Okay, listen, I'm gonna run some errands, okay? I gotta be back. But when I get back, we gotta finish this up. I got somebody else after you, all right? Good. Good night. Let's go grab a beer, huh? Yeah. All right. Okay, I'll see you in a few.
Nice to meet you. Surely, the pleasure is all yours.
Yours!
Stone. William Stone. CIA at your service.
Whoa, why do you have an accent?
Why do you think?
Because you're a James Bond copy?
Genius.
Shit! Wait. Are you a psychological manifestation of my psyche? Oh, no, wait. Am I conjuring you because you're...
right. You're hopeless.
Oh, help me.
Why?
Because you don't exist without me.
Touche.
And you want to be more, I don't know, three-dimensional, don't you?
Sure. Or at least not a carbon copy of a certain MI6 agent.
Well, then help me help you. I need to publish something new, something fresh, okay? Help me help you.
Well, what's the strategy here? How can you write what you don't know?
That's where you come in, okay? Coach me on how to be a cool, suave, sophisticated, lady killer.
Make you into everything that isn't you.
Yeah.
Well, first, you've got to start with that posture. You're standing all wrong.
What do you mean I'm standing
Well, you
wrong?
look like someone who sits behind a computer all day doing nothing but writing.
Well, yeah, that's because I'm a writer.
Well, not anymore. You're a spy. You're a convict. You don't live in your mother's basement.
Hell, I don't live in my mother's...
Yeah.
Step one is becoming a master of seduction. Here comes your first victim.
Wait, victim?
Oh my God, are you Philip Ponder?
I'd rather shot.
Wait,
Just shut up.
what did you say?
Nothing. My brain won't shut up sometimes.
Wait, you know who I am?
God, of course I do. I have all the waterborne books in hardcover. You're like a modern day Tolkien.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Take a compliment.
Thank you.
Has anyone ever told you you just have such a lovely shade of green eyes? They remind me of the forest.
Thank you. You look a lot older than I pictured you to be.
Ooh, ouch.
That's okay. I was 18 when those were written. It's hard to open the cover and look at all the acting. Probably should get new headshots done for it, don't you?
Enough. Stop talking about yourself. Talk about her.
So, what brings you here? Are you a friend of Rob's, or are you trying to get something published?
I actually wrote something and Rob's editing it for me.
Oh, yeah?
I'm so excited. It's my first book. I never thought that I'd be an author. Wait, what about you? Are you writing something new? Wait, maybe a spin-off of Waterborne?
Yeah, I'm actually writing an action novel.
Sounds exciting, but are you not writing fantasy anymore?
I don't know. It's tough to say. Waterborne's all in the past. It's hard to really...
But you're so good at fantasy.
I don't know.
Confidence. I can't help you if you refuse to.
It's a freaking spy novel! A James Bond for a new generation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can I get a sneak peek?
I don't know.
Speed the talk and make your move.
This might sound a little forward, but would you like to have dinner with me tonight?
Oh my God, yeah, that sounds great, actually.
Give me your number and I'll text you the address. It's a nice, cute little French restaurant. Oh, down the street.
Not bad. Not bad. Not smooth. But not bad.
I see my two-star writers have met each other.
Yeah.
Winter, will you give us a few minutes? Phil, we need to finish up our conversation.
Hold on, your name is Winter?
Amateur.
Don't you know who that is?
What are you talking about?
That's the daughter of Sal Lawrence and Vicky Thompson.
Seriously?
Where have you been, man? Will you just give us a couple minutes, all right?
Yeah, Philip, are we still good for tonight?
Yeah.
Play it cool. Don't freeze up.
6 p.m. I'll see you then.
Okay, see ya.
Shit. Okay. Are you going on a date with Winter Lawrence?
Uh-huh!
My man!
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, come on, okay.
Manhattan. Straight up in a frosted glass. Bullet bar and a maraschino cherry on top. Stir, not shaken.
Why the hell would I shake it?
Tell that to my British friend.
You know, hearing it out loud, it doesn't have the quite same ring as, martini, shaken, not stirred.
Why did you even give me a signature drink? It's a clear Bond
Yeah,
drink.
exactly. It's an Easter
But
egg.
you don't want me to be James Bond, do you?
No, I
Then rethink the damn drink. Would you like a sip?
No, thanks.
What's the game plan for tonight?
Why does everything always have to be a game?
Because you're suave,
Sophisticated, yes, lady killer, yes, I know. We have been over this. I've never really done this before. This is way easier said than done.
That's why I've graced you with my presence.
But you are still a conjuration of my mind. There is nothing that you can say that I haven't already thought of.
Whatever I am, I'm here, and I'll guide you through this.
But listen, her father was an action movie star legend, and her mother was the sex icon of the 90s. And I'm Philip Ponder, yeah!
3-time best-selling author by the age of 25. You're selling yourself short. Be confident.
Yeah, be cool.
Don't care about her feelings.
What do you mean?
You need to understand the character you're writing. Spies like us were conquistadors, conquering one land before the next, expanding our empire.
Okay, now I'm assuming that when you say land, you're actually referring to...
Women. I'm talking about women.
Ooh, that's disgusting. But listen, what if I end up falling in love with her? What's so funny?
If you want to think like me, there's no such thing as falling in love. Long-term isn't a thought. Why do you think every time James Bond gets married, it's quickly retconned?
Well, Bond got married?
3 times.
Huh.
But it's never worked. So, get all these thoughts of a long-term relationship out of your head and enjoy tonight. This awkwardness contagious. Don't you say, Bob?
Oh, nothing. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. I was starting to think you wouldn't show.
What makes you say that?
Well, come on, you're Hollywood royalty. I mean, I'm sure you got better looking guys than myself knocking down your door.
Come on, you are not that bad.
Thanks.
I've had mine fill a pretty boy high cheekbones but no substance types. I'm looking for someone who can challenge me.
Oh, and I can challenge you?
You see?
All right, well, get ready to be challenged like you've never been challenged in your life.
I can't wait.
So, tell me about yourself.
Oh, what do you want to know?
So, where'd you grow up?
Well, all over really. My parents were always moving around for different jobs, and so I think the most I ever stayed in one place was like 2 years or something. It was crazy, but I ended up spending most of my childhood in California.
Yeah, and then you went to USC, right? I kind of Googled you before our date tonight. I hope you don't mind.
It's all out there. My life is like an open Wikipedia page, so it's actually a really nice change of pace to have someone admit they had to do that instead of already knowing about me from the tabloids.
Yeah.
It's not easy to have secrets when your parents are A-list celebrities. Can I tell you something?
Yeah, sure.
You're kind of putting me in a weird position.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's not like that. It's just, I'm used to being the one everybody already knows everything about, but I kind of feel like I know you already.
Yeah? How?
I just never pictured us meeting the way we did today by accident. I kind of pictured us meeting if and when I auditioned for the Waterborne series.
Oh, all right. You thought about meeting me before you actually met me?
Oh, is that weird?
Oh, no. No, not at all. I think it's cute. No, go on. Tell me about how amazing I am.
I would be careful if I were you.
Yeah?
You don't want me to tell you all the plot holes I found in Lake of the Gods, do you?
Oh, God, you're one of those fans, huh?
I have heard the whole series like 5 times.
No! Okay, listen, okay, believe me, I wrote that when I was 20, okay? I know every single plot point that's wrong with it. Believe me, it's pretty flawed.
Philip, it doesn't mean it wasn't perfect. God, seriously.
Well, you don't have to say that.
No, I mean it. God, the language you use, the mythology you created. Really, it really is one of my favorite book series.
You're not just saying that?
No. I had even went as Ella went for Halloween 2 years ago.
You're joking.
Swear to God, maybe I can even show you sometime.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Bonjour, welcome to Bistro de Lafayette. My name is Ellen. How are we doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing well.
Are we ready to order?
What do you have in Pinot Noir?
You can see our drink menu here.
What would you recommend? Something French.
The Dautre makes a nice Pinot. Banquets of berries and cherries, notes of vanilla, pairs nicely with our chicken.
Vintage?
2010.
Sounds good.
As for you?
Do you have any Yellowtail Chardonnay?
Yellowtail!
No, I'm kidding.
You need a drink befitting a man. And before you even think of it, no to the gin and tonic.
Is it too girly?
It's too British. Repeat after me. I'll take an old-fashioned.
I'll take an old-fashioned.
Buffalo Trace bourbon.
A Buffalo Trace Bourbon.
And a lemon peel twist.
And a muddled orange peel.
Bold. Like it. All right. Cautious averted. You know where to find me.
Are we ready to order, or do you need a few more minutes?
I think a few minutes to ourselves would be perfect.
Great, I'll put your drinks in and be back shortly.
So, Winter's an unusual name.
Very little about me is usual.
I mean, no, I think it's cool. No pun intended.
You want to know a little secret about me my parents never even told the press?
Yeah, sure.
You see, they meant for the name to be ironic, because I was actually born on the hottest day that summer. My dad's always so serious in his movies that people really don't know that he's actually got a funny side to him. He's from New York, and so being away in California, he always said how much he missed his winters. I found a picture from the first time I ever was in New York. I'm 4 years old, playing in the snow as happy as can be, and on the back he wrote, "My winter and her winter. May it forever be your wonderland."
Wow, that's so sweet.
It's hard to believe that big tough guy Sal Lawrence is actually a secret softie, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Now we have our own little secret.
Come on, I can't be the only one you told.
Only you. You must be special.
Well, tell me more.
I was famous ever since I took my first breath. Other actors get to choose their names, but this is the one I was stuck with, and I love it.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. For sure. Speaking of your childhood, how did...
What do you want to know?
Oh, well, my dad worked in IT, and my mother was a medical researcher. Yeah. They were not blue-collar, but they were pretty unremarkable. With you, I can't imagine what it's like to just be famous from conception.
Well, my mom got a lot of press when she was pregnant with me, and really just both of my parents were kind of the sweethearts of the tabloid at the time. And God, when I was 5, they did a TV special just on me. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And when they split up, it was kind of a big deal. And
you keep talking about your parents, but and you keep using pronouns that are literally about anyone else but you.
Stop.
What?
Wait, no, wait. You really want to know about me?
Yeah.
Don't get attached. Feelings don't matter.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Nothing. It's just, everyone I come in contact with just knows me through my parents, They've seen all of my dad's action movies. They know all of his catchphrases. Hell, half of the guys I go on dates with only go out with me as some kind of perverted proxy date that they with my mother who they had a crush on when they were a kid.
Well,
It's pathetic.
your mom is hot. That was totally a joke. That was...
It's not a funny one.
Okay,
Swing and a miss.
Poorly timed, yes. What I meant to say was, how does someone, who grew up with cameras in her face 24/7 end up becoming such a well-adjusted, well-rounded woman?
It wasn't easy.
You don't say.
I really just had to step away from their shadow.
Yeah?
As much as I wanted to make it on my own merits, it just wasn't an option. Let's put it this way. Everyone knows that Nicolas Cage is actually Francis Ford Coppola's nephew. And just like everyone knows that Emilio Estevez is Martin Sheen's other son. Pretending that their heritage didn't help them is naive at best, and so I just decided to embrace it.
Okay, just forget about the industry. Forget about acting. What I want to know is, how did you become, I don't know, you.
I mean, I really do think all of us helped with that. It forced me to grow up quickly. I wasn't allowed to make the same mistakes other kids got to make because anything I did could have become national gossip, and the last thing I wanted to do was embarrass my parents. So, you know, in a way, I had to grow up quickly. I had to be mature.
Open her up, expose her weakness, and take advantage. Brilliant strategy, my friend.
Well, that's kind of sad, actually.
No, I didn't mean to make it sound sad. It's just, okay, my parents tried to give me the most normal life as they possibly could have. You know, they kept the important things private. Birthdays, parties, things like that. They put me in public school. They kept me from becoming a child actor. They let me make my own decisions. I am who I am because they let me be.
And now, you take action. What? You got her talking about herself and her family. You're natural. Make your move.
Okay, wait, what do I do?
Close the distance.
How did I get so lucky to meet a girl who's just as beautiful on the inside as she is on the outside?
Touch her hand.
Is this okay?
Never ask permission.
Yeah, you just surprised me, that's all.
You know, I still can't believe we ran into each other today. I mean, you're such a cool person, you know? And I really feel like we have such a genuine connection.
Yeah.
And now, go in for a kill.
I'm sorry, I can't do this.
Shit, I'm sorry, no, that was bad.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick. Freshen up. If the waitress comes by again, order me the cockapon.
Yeah, okay, cool. Come back soon. This is your fault.
Results not 100% guaranteed, subject to variation due to physical fitness levels and the overall flirtation experience of a flirter.
You're insulting me now?
Sometimes the prey doesn't want to be hunted. But that's when you go in for the kill!
Hey, another thing, what's with the whole hunter, prey, go in for the kill thing? That's disgusting. You're disgusting.
I'm simply a reflection of a bygone era and of men's domination fantasies in their order.
Okay, just stop with that, okay?
You based me off James Bond. What did you expect?
Well, I don't know. Not that.
Well, you're stuck with me now.
God, come back soon. How stupid does that sound? How needy does that sound? Things were going so well, and I can't believe that I thought you knew what you were talking about.
You want to know my secrets?
No.
I prefer to know as little as possible about women before I beg them. The more you know, the harder it is to leave in the morning.
What if I don't want that?
You don't want what?
To leave in the morning.
You think the two of you have a real connection?
Yeah.
She's an actress, a professional liar. Nothing she says is true, and that's all you need to know.
Okay, you don't know her.
I know her type. She's gorgeous. She's famous. She's a superstar. Why would she be interested in a schlub like you?
Well, I'm not a schlub, all right? I am a best-selling author. I have a lot to offer.
I'm your subconscious at play here. You realize anything I say comes from your brain first.
All right, so what are you trying to say, huh? That I'm insecure?
I think you're the one saying that.
I don't read this.
But you do, or else I wouldn't be here. Tell me, how do you plan to seal the deal when she gets back here?
You know what? I'm just going to be myself.
I thought we just established that doesn't work.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Laughter with me, Tolo Fanangalad.
Oh my god, I don't speak Elvish, you know this!
Daughter of Sal, I have come.
Why can't you just leave me alone?
I exist in your thoughts and desires. How can I be gone from your side?
Because I don't want to do it anymore. Do what? Feign innocence. Remember, you're me. I know your thoughts.
And I find once again, daughter of Sal, thou seest through conceits and into the very soul of the matter. Your wisdom wants for nothing.
I am not manipulating him into giving me the role.
This much thou hast said, and yet I am still here. Why? What purpose do I serve if your mind is clear?
No, you can't keep cross-examining
thou dost need this breakout role, or am I mistaken?
Okay, yes, I need you, Elowen, okay?
Look into your heart and unlock the hidden secrets therein. What must thou do?
I don't know.
Why dost thou leave Philip, son of no one at the table?
He has parents, you know.
Does he? Why do I have no knowledge of his lineage?
Because not everyone needs to have famous parents. I admire him. He had to make a name for himself. He wasn't panned in anything.
I sense a terrible guilt.
I did what I could to make my own mark, okay? It's not my fault I was gifted my last name.
You were born for greatness.
I don't know what I was born for.
Wouldst thou trade power, fame, and fortune for anonymity?
I don't know. I love my parents. I wouldn't trade them for anything.
But you want to separate yourself.
Obviously.
Then be thou ready to broach the subject of thy date.
Go ahead.
Everything was going well. The two of you were connecting. You had him in the palm of your hand. He was thy buddy! And you were exceeding by leaps and bounds, and then you disappear as the river does into the ocean. What happened?
I don't know. He's just different than how I thought he'd be.
In what sort of...
In a really, really good way. He cares.
I thought you were done believing in wild fantasies.
I don't think he's playing at anything, though. I don't know. I had to gather myself. He surprised me. I can't continue playing him.
Are you still committed to your purpose?
Am I still ready to charm my way into a Roland Phillips movie, you mean?
When one frames it that way, it sounds vulgar.
I just can't. I just have one relationship in my life that isn't defined by my parents.
But you are who you are. Daughter of Sal you are. Indeed defined by the people who brought you into this world.
Okay, can you just stop it with the whole daughter of Sal thing?
But is that not thy identity?
I am so much more than that. First of all, I'm also daughter of Vicky.
But that's not custom.
Please just shut up! God, for once, I do not need to let my life be defined by the context of my birth. Okay, I am a full-fledged person, not just a random combination of DNA.
And what lengths are you going to prove this assertion?
God, are you hearing me?
Want to establish yourself as your own person? Become Elowen. Become me. Book that role through whatever means necessary.
I am tired of being someone I'm not. Okay, no more games. I've been doing that my whole entire life, and if that means giving up a chance to be in one movie, then, so be it.
Doubt thou he has an ulterior motive? I can see the headlines now. Best-selling author out on date with Winter Lawrence. Tell me, in that headline, who has the most recognizable name?
People know his books.
But not his name. He's trying to leverage your fame for his own benefit. Instead of being used, use someone else for once. Get thy recognition. Soon it'll be your own name lauded in the streets for your accomplishments.
What do you want me to do?
Start by showing a little bit more skin. Look back. Be seductive.
No, if I have to trade who I am and who I want to be in order to get this, then it's not worth it.
Don't do this for me. Do this for thyself. Break away. Be free.
God, what do I have to do to get rid of you?
Thou cannot rid thyself of my presence. After all, I am
me. I know, but can you please just shut up for a little while?
I shall see if I can hold my tongue. No promises.
You can't handle this by yourself.
And yet I'm going to. Now just go away.
What do you really think a geek like you can do? This woman is a wild stallion. Not a kitten like the women before her.
Wait, what women?
What do you mean, what women? What's your score?
My score?
The notches on your bedpost, the mental picture album.
Okay, I have not slept with many
What's
women.
your number?
Okay, what does it have to be a game?
How many women have you had sex with?
3! Alright? 3, yeah! 3, okay? I've had sex with 3 women my entire life. Are you happy?
Well, that's just sad.
Okay, you're insulting me now, alright?
I'm sorry, that's just such a comically low number.
For you, maybe.
And I suppose you were in love with all those women.
Yeah, okay, what if I was?
Love does not equal sex.
Okay, did I say it does? Look, I just don't care for casual, non-committal sex, that's all.
At handle your own business.
Okay.
I'll be laughing at you from the corner.
All right, thank you. Hey,
Oh, that hit the spot.
are you feeling better?
Much. Now, where were we?
To tonight.
To tonight.
What are you doing? You're watching this right up. You need me, admit it.
To doing what is not expected of us.
Cheeky bastard.
Yes, to that.
Forget not thy quest.
Let's get to know each other a little better, shall we?
Yeah, what do you have in mind?
Well, you have your drink, I have my wine, so why not a little drinking game?
A drinking game? What game?
Never have I ever.
Really?
Just you and me?
Oh, why would you rather us just play spin the bottle?
Well done, well done.
Say you need me, and I'll guide you through this.
Okay, I need you.
What was that?
I never have I ever it is. Yeah.
You go first.
All right. Never have I ever dreamed about the person sitting across from me until today.
That is not fair.
Hey, you said play the game.
Yeah, but like questions we didn't all need to know the answer to.
I still think you have to drink.
No, I am not drinking to that. Read you have a new question.
All right. Never have I ever been in a movie.
Okay.
That was, come on, I'm kidding. Whoa, you can stop the death player.
Ask something sexual. I'm in your head. You're kicking the air. I hope you realize that.
Never have I ever kissed someone of the same sex.
Does acting in a movie count?
She has. She absolutely has.
Let's just say it does. And I knew it. Are you a lesbian? How did that not make the tabloids?
Voice down. You never know who might be listening.
I'm sorry.
And for the record, I'm not ashamed of it. It's actually really fun to have a secret from the press for once. And by the way, I'm actually bi.
Yes, divulge your secrets.
I dated a girl a couple years ago. We met in the industry, and she had a reputation she wanted to uphold, and so I agreed to a few ground rules we put in place to keep things private.
Throw yourself at her. Ask her to invite your friends.
I swear to God, I will rip up my manuscript.
What?
Your turn.
Okay, never have I ever kissed a celebrity's poster.
Ensnare him.
Oh my God, drink up.
And sexual viability torpedoed. Better luck next time.
Who was it?
Okay, I was a kid, first of all.
Oh my God, wait, was it my mom?
Okay, no, it was not. It was not your mother, and I see what you're trying to do here.
What?
You're trying to get me to say your mom is hot again. Well, guess what? It ain't gonna work.
I think you kind of just said that.
Oh, he did indeed.
Rough.
For real though. Who was it?
The Spice Girls.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Which one?
All of them?
Oh, don't tell her that!
Okay, all right, okay. Are you done laughing now?
Not I. My laughter shall reverberate through eternity.
Oh my God, you're trying.
No, you're drunk.
What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Your turn. Take your best shot.
All right.
You need to seize back the power dynamic. Make this a good one.
Never have I ever fantasized about someone in this room.
What? Like what?
Like a sexual thing.
Oh.
I couldn't be more proud. Little Philip becoming a man before my very eyes.
I mean, we're on a date, so.
He's at the precipice. Take the path given.
I'm waiting. I knew it.
How do you know I wasn't talking about our waitress? She's pretty cute.
Wait, were you talking about our waitress?
No. Good, flattered him. I think you're cute, and for a date, for crying out loud, that was not a fair question.
And yet you still drank.
Isn't the game called Never Have I Ever?
Yeah.
And last time I checked, you're on this date too, so drink up. Let's see, never have I ever had a one-night stand.
Nope. You neither?
Can't. I form attachments too quickly. Last time I did that, I ended up dating the guy for 3 months.
Yikes.
Wait, what about you?
No. I need that emotional commitment or else it doesn't work. I guess that makes me demi-romantic.
No, you mean demisexual.
Yeah, oh yeah, okay, that's the one.
I'm just impressed you know the term.
Well, you know, I am a writer.
I'm aware.
I don't know, I have this insatiable urge to research everything and everything.
Is that how you wrote Waterborne, through research?
Yeah, kinda. I mean, there's just so much work that goes into it that no one really even knows about or appreciates.
I appreciate it.
Strike now and become element.
Speaking of Waterborne,
Yeah?
do you think that they'll split the third book into 2 movies like they did with The Hobbit?
You had him, he was right there.
I don't know. I mean, it's not really up to me, per se. Oh, is it your turn or mine?
I think it's yours.
And now, the coup de grace. Something she can't come back from. All the power has swung to you. All you have to do is to
Never have I ever done something that I regretted for a role. I'm sorry, was that too far? We don't have to play anymore. What's wrong? That was stupid. Wait,
I'm sorry, I have to go.
Wait, no, please don't.
It's, I have a really great time tonight, so let's just do this again, okay?
Wait, no, is there anything I can do? What?
I'm sorry, but no, here, this should cover, the drink and the
No.
food. I felt it was not because of that question.
Can I ask what's wrong? Can I ask why you're leaving?
What are you doing?
Let me go!
Never go after a woman. It makes you look weak. You're not weak, are you?
Caring about someone doesn't make me weak, all right? God, Rob was right. I am not Ian Fleming, and I am certainly no James Bond. You know what? I don't think I want to.
What were you even doing? You were opening up to that woman. You were telling her the truth.
You know what? Yeah, I was.
You can't show weakness. Never let people in. That's not how you become a bad.
Oh, what, like you?
Exactly.
Okay, well, you know what? Good. Because I'm done with you.
I told you it's not that easy.
What do you mean?
I'm in your head. I'm your way out of the fantasy genre. You can't just forget about me.
Oh, yeah? Watch me.
You wouldn't stay.
Oh, that's it. Come on. What? Oh, no. Hey. Okay, no, I'm sorry. Why do you insist on fighting?
Do you just expect me to give up?
Oh no, Mrs. Stone! I expect you to die! Come on!
You can't just leave me behind!
Don't show weakness. It doesn't become a badass like yourself.
Thou art stronger than this. I'm really not. Through the hallowed space of time, your name will forever be named to you. God, shut up, okay?
This is all your fault.
Don't saddle me with this burden. The weight rests on your shoulders.
even mean?
You must know that I only want the best for you. If I've kept you from what you truly desired, then I'm sorry. Those weren't my intentions.
Now, what is it you think I truly desire?
To be your own person, to be allowed to be you.
God, why do I always feel so suffocated?
Because you let it define who you are. Perhaps you need to take a long, deep breath and let everything in and just be you. Whatever that means.
What? I thought you left.
I did.
Then why are you still here?
I don't know.
Listen, okay, I am so sorry about that. I wasn't thinking right, and listen, I can make it up to you. Just, next week,
Philip,
right?
If I have to hear you apologize one more time, I swear I'm gonna...
What are you gonna do, huh?
Something terrible.
Oh no!
I'm shaking in my boots.
You're not even wearing boots.
I know. So, are you okay? Are you feeling better?
Yeah, I am now because of you.
Then, can I ask what's wrong?
Do you want to breathe again? Do you want to be allowed to be your own person? Let someone in. You no longer need my guidance.
I got a text on my phone, and it was an article from my last film, and it said that I gave an amazing performance, but that I could never compare to my dad and my mom.
I'm sorry.
I just can't escape them, you know? Everything I do, I'm just constantly compared to them. Every movie I'm in, it's always been starring the daughter of two famous people. Every interview I take, I'm inevitably asked about them. God, I just want to be my own person. I deserve to just be me.
Hey, wait. Do you want to know why I chose to write a spy novel, not a fantasy? Because I'm not even seen as a writer. I'm seen as a fantasy writer, and believe me, it's a huge difference. People call me the next Tolkien, and I hate it. Not because it's not a huge honor, because believe me, I know it is. But I know so many people have done it better than me that I just can't escape my own shadow. So I just want to be me. I know how you feel. But you know what? I learned that I can't escape myself. So my book didn't turn out too well. So I'm not Ian Fleming, World War II spy. I'm just Philip Ponder. And if that means I keep writing what I know, then so be it. Screw what other people think. I write for myself. It doesn't matter.
I don't know what I was expecting from tonight, but then this wasn't it.
Well, I don't know. Sitting here across from a beautiful person, inside and out, another human being, really connecting. I mean, that's what I expected.
You think I'm beautiful?
Yeah. Winter, listen. You aren't your parents, and you're not what the media sees. What you are is a really beautiful person, inside and out. And I can't wait to get to know you better. If you'll let me. Oh.
I was like, maybe if I put all of them together, it'll be really cool. I hope it was. But also, I think AA is very much a story about found family, and it's a story about marginalized communities finding each other in a world that doesn't necessarily want them. And I feel like, you know, that's a story that just needs to be told. And I think that a lot of this world, especially for members of marginalized communities, feels like a battlefield sometimes. And I really wanted to tell a story of just family and hope and love in the world that needs more of it.
Question. Can't really see, so.
Hey, you in the red shirts.
That's my brother. Can't say anything.
Yeah, it's fine.
Anemones.
Anomalies Analogous.
What did the anomalies do outside of the room?
You want to start?
We answered these questions, actually.
We did.
Wait, go start.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I, in my free time, enjoy, a dance. I like to show, I don't know, I love to force quality time with everyone else. And, poetry in my spare time.
My thing is that I kind of like possess random things is what I kind of figured around the city. So like one of my, I guess, like stories that I could give as an example is that I actually met Darabal because I was possessing a tissue box in her apartment. And she like sneezed and went to blow her nose, and I was like, oh shit, please stop! And then she was like, hey, we have a support group for people.
Draw a picture of that? Yeah, she drew a picture of like Darabal with a little
No, it was Broomhilda and the tissue box, and they were like staring at me.
Yeah. Walter works at a publishing company, and he like does the most boring things, and like just tries to be the most boring person ever, so that he fits in.
His lad doesn't get out much. He does have a job. I decided he's an anesthesiologist.
One more time.
You're doing great.
At a hospital, and he does his job, and then he sleeps in a coffin, and then he does his job, and then he goes to AA. That's his life.
Broomhilda enjoys sitting in the park and people watching and messing up everybody else's day. Yeah.
Reese is not an anomaly.
Nerd is like, dude, one scene that we had together, like in the background, she was like, so what do you do? And I like sign out playing video games where you kill zombies. And I thought it was funny for some reason. And I have rats. Yes. Everywhere. Okay.
Any other questions?
Question for the lovely Shannon Motherwell. You were looking into the children of. Did you do any research on children of celebrities and how they kind of fit into the world and how they kind of found their mark and made their mark? How did you develop your character in that kind of way?
So, I pretty much how I kind of channeled Winter and all of her different levels and just kind of her awkwardness and her unwillingness and just her inability to be sexy, is that my mother was the sex icon, as it was said, and so from a young age, from teenage years, I think that Winter probably would have started to been unfortunately being sexualized in the way that her mother was, because I see it in the media with children celebrities and just children of celebrities, and so that's kind of where I drew that from, just being uncomfortable with that, if that makes sense. I'm really bad at talking and explaining things, but that's kind of just where I kind of pulled that aspect from. So, thank you.
Any other questions?
in who you are. I was very interested by like the like fighting yourself kind of.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of considerations like went into that?
Spoiler ahead for the movie Fight Club. Yeah, big influence.
What?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess, repeat your question. Oh, he's not here.
Our fight choreographer, Stefan Zardo, he also did She Kills Monsters. Great guy to work with. I had originally liked the aspect of him fighting himself because Stone is an interpretation of himself. So that's where I had gotten that inspiration, and Stefan and I kind of worked that in, you know, getting Stone off stage and then having him do that. Shannon's journey with that, you've got to ask him, but that was my interpretation of that.
My journey? Yeah, it was really hard. Because I just ended up, it was really hard finding the specificity of like where I'm being hit. Because like I was just kind of flopping around. In the early genesis of the fight.
It was very entertaining to watch, to say the
It
least.
just kind of looked like I had a weird thing.
Yeah.
I'll also add that it is him fighting himself, but it's also a literal, like, he's literally fighting himself. It is a metaphoric fight against the oppressive nature of toxic masculinity. So that also plays into it.
I'm going to take 2 more questions.
I can't see. Where? Oh, hi, you.
Hi, this is the playwright of who we are. Why use the form of like writing a novel or acting as this forum to talk about self-identity?
Cool. Great question. I really, the concept of this idea came from the idea that we all have these people on our shoulders telling us what society expects of us. And I think it got into the creative aspect because of the fact that the people who create these roles the most tend to be writers, creative types, artists, actors, etc. And so I didn't just want there to be the literal angel and devil on the side, and so honestly, this came a lot from this guy's character first, which was the idea that Bond is kind of a fucking asshole. Yeah. If you watch any Bond movies, like especially Roger Moore movies, like Bond is not a good he is a great character. He is not a good character. He is Brett Kavanaugh. Very quite bluntly. Watch how he wins women and treats it as conquest. And so it came from the genesis of that character, and then Winter's manifestation of Ellerwind came from trying to match up these characters and not keep it as simple as good angel, bad angel.
All right. 1 more question. Back there, in the back corner.
It's me. I have a question for the cast of AA.
Yes.
How did you go about finding grounding and realism for your characters that are kind of otherworldly?
Wait, say it again?
How did you ground your unrealistic characters?
Oh, okay. I got that. You want to start over again?
Sure, okay. We did a lot of movement exercises just to kind of like experiment, and I think that helped a lot. And it honestly just took a lot of time and just working with it, and the more familiar we got with the characters, the more they kind of just became an extension of ourselves in some ways.
Yeah.
Are we going down the line?
Yeah.
Okay, so honestly for me it was a lot of like learning about what a poltergeist is. Before I was cast in this, or actually like when I was cast in this, I did not know what it was. I thought it was like some clown kind of thing. So I took a lot of like learning that a poltergeist is literally like I learned a lot about like
stories of things that could actually be like extensions of adolescent psychology and like how it fell into that and how like research for Poltergeist came to be. So I guess I would say that a lot of grounding my character came from literal research of like what it was and how people have seen it throughout history.
I'm going to answer your question, but it's probably wrong. Let's just hope the Venn diagram overlaps in the middle. So I thought it was a fun idea of this, how like a gentleman, like, or a guy who like really tries to stay hidden, is a werewolf, because once a month, uncontrollably, he'll become this monster. So like
a very like woman.
But for him to be the most uptight and like, you know, stuck up one out of everyone here, I thought that was a fun idea. And it was so easy to drive being annoyed because of this cast. But there was one moment actually during the show tonight, I was telling Karen that she was like tugging on my shirt when I was over at the punch bowl, and there was real anger in me. Like,
And Max is the easiest to fuck with out of everybody in this cast.
I can agree with this. But in the last scene when Darabal is saying her touching moment, and I'm listening to it, it really does like ring out, because, you know, like when you're acting, you do feel part of the character. And it was sad to think that people would be alone, and then me and him actually had this little moment in the darkness where for the first time I invited him out to go get a drink with Walter. And I don't know, it's just, there's a lot you could draw from in the play that reflects us. That's my answer.
Okay, so I'm going to try and answer this.
That was my thing.
Listen to me! So a lot of putting Vlad into this world honestly came from his accent that I gave him. It was like something I picked up from Osmosis, like, how do vampires talk? And it's like, oh, blah, 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 blah.
He also immediately did it during auditions. I said, can you talk like a vampire? And he goes, oh yeah. And I'm like, oh. It's so good.
And Vlad, I think, is the most willing to want to try and help himself in the play. He goes to AA because he wants to go, and he's one of the happiest characters there. And there's a lot of bouncing off of everyone else in the cast and figuring out what the relationships was to everyone, whether they're adversarial or whether I like them. And it was just a lot of character stuff, you know?
Yeah, I'm also gonna attempt to answer this. So I think even though we're all like mythical creatures, there's still like we all still want to be like human in a way. There's a reason why we're at this AA meeting, and so we're all striving to be human. So I think that's where the like aspect of like finding the real in our mythical creatures comes from, because we all, as our characters, like witness normal people, and some of us, I don't think Romilda's necessarily striving to be completely normal, but like someone like Walter wants to be a normal human being. That's why he's boring and like he does boring things.
Yes.
He does boring things in his everyday life and stuff like that.
Sorry for any people who work at publishing companies.
You're not boring. I'm sorry. And so like I think a lot of like finding the reality in who we are. Comes from like our characters striving to be normal in a way. Yeah.
Okay. Reese is a realistic character. Thank you.
And well, like, the thing about zombies is they're people. They're just dead people. So, I don't know. I like to think that nerd craves social interaction from people, which is why I added little things like at the end, and just like the really uncomfortable smile. I don't know. I feel like she's really trying there for something, so I don't know. I just feel like she didn't want her life to end when her life ended.
Real quick, go.
So our question was something about humanity, right? Added humanity into it.
Sure.
So basically, we made them all like map out their relationships for each other too, on like how they felt about each other, so like if they hated them and why. And we also put them in the hot seat. So we asked them like random questions about like what is Darable like, what type of music, and asked them about their history and stuff. So they really like connected to the character to make them real. And then we also made them do like soap opera scenes, which is they did everything over the top, and then when we redid it, we're like, now think about what you're saying and really what it means. So that helped them grab it into like something real, but like not stereotypical, except you.
Exactly. Most of my character comes from us doing the soap opera.
Yes. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for